Hey, how are you today? I just wanted to share this quick insight with you, something I think about all the time, especially in this current economic environment and with like business landscapes changing in a dramatic way. One thing that I think about fairly often, and I want to share with you in this video, is this idea of asking ourselves the question, like, where is the future going? What new opportunities are going to be available in this changing business environment, right? Where are the trends? What new tools and resources and technology is available to me to help me market and promote my products and services, right? Help me deliver them, get people aware of them, right? When social media came on, it was kind of poo-pooed, years ago when it came on, it was kind of poo-pooed a little bit for being for younger generations and not really viable to business people, right? But the early adopters realized the huge opportunity there to share their message with their clients and potential clients and prospects, to get their message out and talk about products and services, build a relationship, right? Build a rapport. And then they're the ones that had a lot of success early on. The late adopters didn't really realize that. And there's some people who have still, not adopted a lot of these technologies and tools that are available. I think especially because of this current situation where everything's been tipped on its head, and a lot of physical brick and mortar businesses who maybe haven't been nurturing the content streams or the delivery streams that are available to them, right, are having to quickly do that. And I see a lot of people and a lot of businesses kind of scrambling to get content streams in place and start building the content in the online world, because that seems like, at least for the near future, where things are going to be. And there's going to be still a way to keep in touch with your clients or your customers. Just the other day I was watching, this is old school, this is going to date me for sure, but I was watching Taylor Dane was giving her first live stream. I believe it's her first, if not the first, one of the first live streams, only because, she gave like a mini concert in this live stream. She talked to her people, she gave a mini concert, only because she can't do that in the real world now. She was, her whole schedule, boy, this was really dating me for sure. her whole schedule, she said, has been like nixed all the way into September, and then they'll know more at that point in time. But things are dramatically changing. And so one of the ideas that I wanted to share with you in this video is just that. It's like constantly asking the question, what opportunities do I have in my business to market better, promote better, deliver better, right? Serve better? How can I serve more the people in this environment using social media or using other tools that are available? Now, there may come a point in time when the tide will shift, right? The tide will change and people will be kind of burned out on social media, and it will ebb and flow back to the other direction where people want more in-person, contact. And that may be sooner rather than later, because there's only so much that social media can do. I talked with another friend of mine who just gave a Zoom course. It was like a 4-week course, Zoom, where she used to give these courses in person. And I asked her, how was that experience? And she says, it just didn't feel as nice as being in person. There was a little bit of energy that wasn't able to be exchanged, because you have now a piece of technology. You have technology in between you and your customers and clients. In fact, along those same lines, I talked to a therapist friend of mine last week, and she said that same thing. I asked her how it was going, doing her work via Zoom, via the internet, and she said it doesn't fill her up in the same way, being in the same room with that person and feeding off the energy and giving the energy. It's not as fulfilling as an experience. And so that could be showing us that, hey, maybe people will swing back more toward a one-on-one personal experience in business and really almost demand more of that, right? Of course, after this whole thing blows over. But just something to think about. Along those lines, I also want to share with you Darwin's quote, but adapt it to business, right? It's not the strongest or most successful business that always survives. It's the business that's the most adaptable to change, or the business man or woman that's most adaptable to change, right? And so that's a quote that I even keep up on my wall all the time, because I want to be adaptable. I don't want to ever be rigid. I don't want to be resistant to adopting a technology or a platform or a way of thinking even that's going to hinder me from having the success that I want. Now, I'll be the first to admit, sometimes this is freaking scary. Let's be honest, right? It's scary to embrace new technology and put yourself out there and go be an adopter of some of these platforms. And sometimes, I put that off, but I always know in the back of my mind that I either have to adapt or I will die, right? I mean, I will not succeed if I don't adapt, and if I don't continually keep pushing into that fear and that doubt and the anxiety. Yes, it's very scary, right? It's putting yourself out there. It's very scary to go down these roads that may or may not be beneficial and bear fruit for your business. But I think keeping those two things in mind, always asking yourself what opportunities currently exist, or where is the trends? Like, where's the market going, right? You can do this by checking out YouTube videos, Googling business trends or marketing trends or new technology, or, asking people, keeping your eyes and ears open, right? Getting feedback from other people, because ideally in the best case scenario, we always want to be at that cutting edge, right after the early adopters have worked out all the kinks and the bugs. And then we want to be right behind them, right? So that we can ride that wave. We don't want to be lagging behind in any aspect of business or life, in a sense. We want to be early enough adopters so that we can have the wave move us and be on the cusp on the forefront of that, so that we can have that momentum. If we're trying to play catch up, that's never a fun game to play. And the only reason we play catch up is because we haven't stayed plugged in to actually where the market's going, what's happening, what people want, how they want to be served, right? What they want to be served. All these things are really valuable to kind of keep in mind. So I just wanted to share that, maybe a little bit different video than I typically talk about on this channel, but I hope it's beneficial. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing for more videos like this. On this channel, we talk about business and lifestyle design from the inside out. We're conscious creators, and when we employ the creative ability within us, it makes our job a whole heck of a lot easier, to say the least, and a whole heck of a lot more fun. So I want to thank you for watching. Also, one last thing before I close this video, I want to invite you to check out gmarkphillips.com and subscribe to my email list. When you do that, you'll have access to a collection of tools that I call Tools for Conscious Creators. And what those are thought tools and emotion tools to help you create more of what you want in your business and your life. These are tools that I've developed myself to help me in my own business, and I want to make them available to you as well. Some of them you'll already know of, but others have been kind of my own idea creations from a couple different places that I've put together. And again, these tools help me a lot push into that unknown. So you can find those at gmarkphillips.com. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, all the best, health, wealth, and success. Bye-bye.